Hey everybody, Cliff Barron from Remax here with my update for Milton, Georgetown, and Glen Williams for the weeks of October 25th to the 31st, finishing on Halloween evening. And let's see, before I get there, I usually do a tip, but this week I'm not doing a tip because usually this time of year I give away pumpkins. That's my big thing every year. I've given away maybe 1,000 pumpkins over the years and raised thousands of dollars for the Milton United Way, the Milton Hospital, and as well the Cancer Assistance Society of Halton Hills. So, but this year because of COVID, I couldn't do it. So, which is unfortunate. But next year, I hope to get back into it again, raising some money for those charities and just helping out people that can't afford a pumpkin, or they can, but they just donate some money, which is really nice, and kind of helping out the local communities. So this year we ran a different contest. We ran a picture of you submit a picture of your pet wearing a costume, and you win a prize if you're one of the ones that are chosen. So I picked the top 5 because there was only 5 entries, so which is kind of bizarre. But anyways, I don't think a lot of people knew about it. So anyways, I'm going to be giving a $25 gift certificates to each one of these winners for a local business in Milton and a local business in Georgetown, just to come out, kind of support local business because I know they're going through tough times right now. So Jenna Osborne for the Mighty Thor Thunderpaw, Karen Lee for the Coco is Ready for Halloween, Franca Piazza for Teddy the Skeleton, Blair Migas for Echo the Spider-Man, and Ann Hazlitt for Ruby is Ready for Mostly Treats. Those are the winners. So I'll be getting in touch with you and sending you a PM, and then finding out where you want the gift card delivered to. Anyways, getting to the sales for Milton and Georgetown again for the weeks of October 25th to 31st. It's interesting. This right now we're at a bit of a crossroads. I think 2019 we had 34 sales. 2020 we had 34 sales. So this is the first time that we're actually the same. We're lower. We're the same as we were last year for Milton. 16 sales of detached, 1.129 on average, 5 days on the market. 4 semis, 795, 4 days on the market, and 14 towns at 738, 6 days on the market. So the market is kind of getting a bit more balanced. Condo sales, 2019, condos are up this year, this week, as opposed to last year. There's 3 last year, 6 this year. 544 on average, 10 days on the market. The interesting thing is, it's kind of, it's not a balanced market still. It's still a seller's market. The number of offers is kind of coming down. Before, I'd say 2-3 weeks ago, instead of, there's 8, 12, 14 offers on a property. Now it's getting down to 2 to 5. Wow. So it's looking a bit better. But interesting for Georgetown, it's looking better from a buyer's perspective, not from a seller's point of view. For Georgetown and Glen Williams, October 25th to 31st, there was 15 sales in 2019 and only 10 in 2020. So that's an interesting little statistic. It's kind of come down, and it's the first month, I'd say since I've been keeping stats back in March, that we've actually had less sales this week than we did the same week a year earlier. So that's interesting. Detached 8 sales, 1.22 on average. I sold my listing on Mountain View, 1.625, and it sold in 6 days. So that's kind of skewed the numbers up a little bit. Beautiful property. 8 days on the market on average for the detached, and 2 towns sold at 715 on average, 10 days on the market. So you compare it to last year. Last week, we had 12 sales last week and 10 this week. So it's kind of slowing a little bit. This, like I said, this is the first week that we're actually lower than the same week a year earlier. So we'll see. We'll see how we won't know this. It's too early to predict any stats right now, but give it a month or so, we'll kind of know. But I can see it kind of slowing a little bit. I just kind of feel it as the number of showings goes down, the number of offers comes down, and the market's slowing. But it's supposed to. The time of year, it traditionally slows down at this time of year. Anyways, any questions, let me know. And next week I'm going to do a special for some of you who sent me a PM asking about how you take care of asbestos in a home. So I'm going to do something about that and my weekly stats. So I'll talk to you next week, and take care. Any questions, let me know. Thanks.